Hey everybody, it's your girl Aura here. Give you guys a minute to get in and make sure that I know I said 7:30, but I had some things happening. But I'm going to give you guys a minute to get in to the chat. I know I'm kind of early, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So I'll give you guys a minute to get in here, and then we will get started. And don't mind my books. Hey, Tana. Don't mind my books, holding my microphone up. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can't. I want to start with some collective messages, if that is okay. I do have some rain happening in the background because it is kind of gloomy outside, but you guys can't hear it. And I have the rainforest going in the background, so it's really nice. All right, so let's do some shuffles while you guys come in here. Hey, Lisa. So we're going to get some collective messages. Hey, Alyssa. So if you're new here, make sure you say hi in the chat so I can say hi back. Hey, Shell. All 8 of you here. So we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do some collective messages first. And then we're going to do some manifestation messages as well. And then I will close it out with a final message, of course, to you all. All right, here we go. So I'm using the Infinity Oracle. It's a really slippery deck. Sounds weird, but it's a really slippery deck. Move these over here. So take whatever resonates. If it doesn't, no need to worry. So this is kind of one of those love oracle decks. But first card is we have Secret Admirer. So maybe somebody out there has a secret admirer. Somebody watching them from afar. Maybe they work with them too. All right. That was the first card that came out. Hey, Bubsy. Okay, next card is we have financial loss. Maybe somebody is getting ready to move, switch jobs. No worries, Shell. All right, so next card we do have is slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Making those changes, working up to something, maybe moving, switching careers for sure. Slow and steady wins a race. Doesn't matter whatever it is. Maybe you have, and then we also have Destined. Something is definitely, I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Next we have is family concerns. All right. Something here is definitely destined to occur, destined to happen. Wait, one card flipped over. Your girl missed it. Oh. Okay, so I did have one card flip over. It is Vivid Dreams. Oh boy. Okay, so maybe a lot of you, or maybe some of you here, having some specific dreams about something. Maybe having a dream with somebody. We do have something destined here, family concerns, vivid dreams. Very interesting here. All right. Underneath the deck, we do have inner healing. So there might be somebody in here, or, take whatever resonates. It doesn't matter. All right. This is collective messages. All right. And these are collective messages. So it could resonate for anybody here in the room. All right. All right. So I'm going to pull some tarot here. And then after we do tarot, I would like to get some manifestation cards for all 10 of you here in the chat. Nellie writes, any cards for intermediate connections? We'll see what comes out. All right, here we go. One more shuffle. All right, so the first card that comes out is we have the Knight of Swords in the upright position. The next card that comes out is the Devil. Oh my goodness. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So the Hangman wanted to come out. It's sideways. Hangman's in the upright position. We're gonna call it the upright position. Underneath the deck, though, we do have the Sun card. All right. So, with this, this really does feel like a boss kind of thing. This is like somebody having a real tough time at work. All right. Especially with this financial loss thing. That's what this really does feel like. So, we do have this Knight of Swords here, upright position. But right after that, we do have the Devil. So, hey, Stacy. So, with this Knight of Swords here with the Devil right next to it, I feel like somebody's ready to kind of walk away from something. Somebody's ready to kind of go into some type of next chapter, but it's like a risk, right? And then you have this Devil here. So I feel like it's like this boss it's like this boss or somebody with kind of like a higher power has superseded over this other person, and they have a lot of power kind of over them. Sorry, my Knight of Swords fell on the floor. Because that's kind of what I really feel like. And I also feel like somebody's like, they're concerned about how their family's going to feel if they switch jobs, or if they are getting ready to kind of switch things up a little bit. And then we have this Nine of Swords in the reverse with the Hanged Man. So it's like someone's kind of hesitant to make a change, or kind of make sudden changes because they feel as if it's going to really mess things up for whatever it is that they have going on here. Though this person is very enlightened, they know what's going on. Look at this Hanged Man. He it's like the light bulb has clicked off, but they're not really moving right now. All right. So definitely Spirit is saying slow and steady wins the race. All right. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't worry. You don't have to change things up right now. Just know what you want, and know what you want, and know you don't have to know every single detail right off the bat. Okay. Or how you're going to get there right away. Okay. So I also do feel like somebody might have either a secret admirer in this work environment. All right. It doesn't have to really be a work environment, but this is like this is the whole vibe that I'm feeling right now. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pull a little bit more on this. But these are collective messages. All right. I might be connecting with somebody here. It doesn't really matter, but we're doing collective messages. All right. So we have the Emperor just came out. Okay, so first card that comes out here is we do have the Emperor. All right, now the Emperor can be a lot of things, right? The Emperor is Aries energy, but the Emperor is also someone who really takes control and they know what they really want. Okay, they know what they want and they know how to kind of get there and how to manifest certain things. But right after that, we do have the Six of Pentacles. So trying to find out what works, what doesn't work, and doing what they can when they can. I do would like to mention though, Six of Cups here is underneath the deck. This definitely could be somebody who's like looking back on the past or looking at things from the past. Um, Looking at things from the past for sure and trying to kind of decide, well, looking at things, and then underneath that we do have the Wheel of Fortune, right? Wheel of Fortune. So definitely things are moving, it's at a very slow pace. Okay, don't try to rush anything, because a lot of times if we try to rush things when it's not really ready yet, sometimes it can create a little bit of frustration. All right, so next we do have is the Ten of Wands. So feeling a little bit overburdened, and lots of people watching you, lots of people seeing things around you. Because right after that we do have the Page of Swords. People kind of, I feel like a lot of people maybe like look back at you and they see, well, how come you have that and I don't have that? How come you have this and I don't have that? So I really feel as if there's a lot of burdens here on this person, and I feel like they're kind of there in your mind, and you're feeling them. However, I feel like you have to just really take things one day at a time, one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. um Family concerns. So, and this is just really collective messages, but family concerns. And if you are having issues with family, or there's a specific type of situation that you're really unsure about, take a step back. And that's why the Hanged Man is here as well. Take a step back to consider all things. All right. Also, if you are having any type of dreams, I definitely recommend to, hey Nancy, I definitely recommend to have a journal right next to your bed, okay? And to have a journal next to your bed, write it all down, take notes, have a little faith, okay? And then you also have Destined here. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. And that is what Spirit is basically saying. Whatever is meant to happen will happen as it should, the way that it should. All right. Um, all right. So, I get a little bit curious. So, secret admirer. I want to know what this secret admirer is. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Whoa, three major arcana. Three major arcana for this secret admirer. So we have the Hierophant, the Magician, and we also have the World card here. This is definitely somebody who, for this secret admirer, this is definitely somebody who is very they're very a traditional person, all right? Now I know a lot of tarot readers, they tend to, this is a Taurus, or, this is an earth sign, blah 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 blah. It doesn't have to be. So basically who this secret admirer is somebody very traditional, somebody who is very um I want to say they are very uh, for some of you, they could be very religious, all right, but they could be very spiritual. Okay, they could be a very spiritual person. Okay. Also, we do have the world card here. So whatever cycle it is that you two have been going through, possibly, I believe is about to kind of spin around again. Okay. But you also have the magician here. So lots of things going on between you and this secret admirer person, but they are very spiritual. They're very, I feel like this is a very kind of powerful connection for whoever this resonates with, where they feel as if this could be a very powerful connection. No, we do have the Eight of Swords underneath the deck. So perhaps vice versa, definitely one or the other. Somebody's very just kind of, does this person really like me? Do they not like me? um, Lots of things that you feel as if could be underneath the surface. How about I want to take a look at this financial loss. All right, so underneath the deck, we do have the Queen of Wands here. First card that came out with this Five of Wands, though, we got the Five of Pentacles, okay? I feel like with this financial loss thing and this Five of Pentacles, I feel like this is kind of like all an illusion, or this is how someone is currently feeling or possibly feeling. All right. But we do, after that, we do have the Ace of Cups and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So I do feel like if some of you are looking to start something new, especially financially, or looking to switch things up if you have not, I feel like with this Ace of Cups here, it's like something very passionate, something very life changing. All right. Something very exciting, if that kind of makes sense. Okay. Um, but this is you. Financial loss, you're not a financial loss. Whatever it is, I feel like financial loss is something that is in someone's energetic atmosphere or just in general. All right. This Nine of Pentacles, you are taking very good care of yourself. You are doing very well for yourself with this Nine of Pentacles. Okay. This person is holding a bird and they have all these pentacles around them, and they have look at all these grapes all around them and stuff, and look at all these pentacles right around them. So you are doing very well for yourself. Okay. With this Queen of Wands, though, I feel like this is some type of potential energy. All right. Kind of really standing in your power, really getting things going. Underneath that, look at that. Eight of Wands. Love it. Communication, lots of things happening. All right. And what is the Nine of Testicles? Nellie Bly Alibi. What is the Nine of Testicles? That, oh my goodness. All right. So let's see. All right. I want to see what this Destined card is, and then we're going to move along to We're going to move along to manifestation cards for everyone here. All 14 people here in the chat. If you are new here, make sure you give a shout out. Hey, Susie. I already have cards popping out for this Destined card. So, all right. So 3 cards came out for this Destined card. Destined card, we have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the Hermit card. So I feel like this is a lot of you. You know, this is a collective message, but 8 of Cups, walking away from things that, or going towards more positive things, but more things that are more aligned with who you are. All right. It might take you a little bit because the last card that came out is the Hermit. All right. The last card that came out is the Hermit. I feel like it has taken you a long time to kind of figure this out or to kind of, you know, get on this path a little bit. But with this Destined card, and this 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, it's like you're moving away from things. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Something here is destined to occur, okay? For some of you, this definitely could be some type of spiritual awakening because I really do consider the Hermit card a spiritual awakening card because he's holding this lantern and he can only see so much in front of him, and that's kind of what spiritual awakening does to you. You kind of only see so much in front of you. You can only see so far in front of you, right? Looking at the comments. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, Stacy, for that comment. So anyway, so I feel like, especially with this Destined card, I feel like this is somebody who has, you know, very quite possibly even switched up on friends, definitely switched up on who they communicate with, who they allow in their space. And also, I feel like this could definitely be somebody coming to see somebody. This could definitely be somebody traveling far distance, because that's what the 6 of Swords is as well. Somebody leaving something behind and coming to see somebody. All right. Because with this 8 of Cups, we have the 6 of Swords. So somebody coming towards somebody else. Also, you know, with this Hermit card, I feel like this person or whoever this is coming towards the other person, possibly, I feel like they have gone through a dark night of the soul. They could have definitely gone through something like that. Underneath the deck, though, I do have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Now, this definitely could be somebody who is coming in to say hello, something sort of like that. All right. So what else would I like to clarify? All right. Let's see what this Vivid Dreams is. Let's see if this resonates, or let's see if this, here we go. Vivid Dreams. Look at all these swords here. Ooh. All right. So I'm clarifying Vivid Dreams right now. So the first card that came out is the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Ouch. Okay. For some of you, this definitely could be somebody who is not so much spiritual, but more logical than emotional, or maybe not so much spiritual at the same time. Okay. Um, because we do have this Eight of Swords here combined with the Seven of Swords. Maybe somebody kind of, I feel like this is like somebody kind of really saying to themselves, no, this is not real. This is, this is all in my head. Like, it's just a dream, trying to kind of talk themselves down. And then you got this Four of Swords, and I feel like it kind of makes you really or incredibly tired. All right. So, with that being said here, I feel like spirit is really advising you to acknowledge that you have these dreams, but at the same time, um, it's really your higher self and other entities that are really trying to speak to you and just let you know, like, hey, we're here for you. Go ahead and take a breather. It's all good. No need to worry. Everything is great. Everything is going just as it should. All right. Um, But so seriously, with this Seven of Swords, with this vivid dreams, I really do feel like this could be somebody kind of like, um, maybe I don't feel like this is other people around you telling you, well, it's just a dream. Don't even worry about it. Blah, 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 blah. I kind of feel like this is like your inner self, or this is like these are like thoughts that kind of come into your mind that are like, oh, it's just a dream, blah, 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 maybe kind of like lying to yourself and like trying to say, oh, it's not really that important, and then you got this Eight of Swords here. So kind of like, maybe a little bit of overthinking what the dream means. But really, spirit is kind of saying, it's time to rest, rejuvenate. um, some of you, maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed in general. All right. um and then underneath the deck, we do have the Fool card and we have the Ace of Wands. So definitely really encouraging to try something new, maybe. All right. For some of you, join that gym class, join that class that maybe you have been walking by or haven't really had the courage to enroll yourself in. Maybe you desire to gain a talent, or you have some type of talent and you always wondered if you would be really good enough to compete, or just something that you've been wanting to do. Go ahead and do it. All right. Go ahead and do it. Feel free to do it. The time is now. Spirit is letting you know that the time is now. All right. So moving right along, I really want to get to our manifestation cards for all 16 of you here in the chat. I greatly appreciate, actually, all 17 of you here in the chat. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. You guys are the greatest. All right, so those are collective messages. Let's get some manifestation cards. So I'm going to get some shuffling in here, okay? Because I feel like last time we had some duplicates, and maybe it's happened like the next couple, like it's happened a few times. But we're gonna do some I forgot what they're called, but these are from Abraham Hicks. All right, here we go. Let's see what comes out. We're gonna pull quite a few of these. Thanks, Shell. And thank you, Tana. Okay, I already have one that fell out from last week. I'm pretty sure that one. Pretty sure that one came out last week. So let's see what else here. Thank you, Bubsy. You guys are absolutely fabulous. I love doing my lives. I love doing these messages. We're going to pull a few of these, and then I'm going to give you the final message for this weekend. Here it is. Okay. Let's do 7 cards this evening. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, we need one more. That's it. Oh wait, 2 came out. I guess we're gonna do 8 cards. Okay. All right, so they're all a mess, but let's pick these up. All right, so this is definitely a new card. All right, so the first one that comes out is by segment intending, I can expand my time. And that's the very first card that's coming out. By segment intending, I can expand my time. So as you become efficient with your segment intending, you will expand your usable time. So by being clear about what you want during each important segment of your day, you will harness the law of attraction to do its work. And it will require blah blah blah. It will require far less time for you to accomplish much, much more. So this is really saying, do you remember like that card that I pulled and it said slow and steady wins the race? This is basically what this is referring to. Slow and steady wins the race. A lot of times we think, oh, well, I'm going to buy a house tomorrow, or I'm going to manifest this tomorrow. Slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes that can't really all happen at once, depending on what you got going on. But this is really taking things segment by segment, obviously, but day by day, moment by moment, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second, right? So, make sure that, each time that you know what you want from the universe, what you want just in general, because that's really how the law of attraction really works. And that's how it really enhances us. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next card. All right. I almost want to say, I think this one was here last week. So you know what? I'm going to pull a different one. Let's see. All right. I'm pretty sure this one wasn't last week. This one was. All right. So here we go. All right. So the next card is we have action inspired from aligned thoughts is joyful action. Action inspired from aligned thoughts is joyful action. So action offered from a place of contradicted thought is hard, unsatisfying work, and does not yield good results. But when you really feel good about jumping into action, that is a clear sign that you are not offering thoughts that are contradictory to your own desires. So, a lot of times when things are not going the way we want them to, you feel really bad, don't you? And then a lot of times you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. Or we start thinking the opposite of what we want. We start saying things that we don't want. And that can really instill the opposite of what we're really trying to shoot for. So, understand that actually, I'm going to be talking about this in my message later on. This kind of actually aligns with what I had written down. So, if we're coming from a place where things are not going right, so how do we get back, or how do we get back on that aligned path? I'm going to share with you at the end how you get back into that alignment, in that place where you feel good, and you just know everything is going to be working out. You just know things are going to be working out for you. But it also says here, what was I was going to go, I was going to go with this. When you really feel good about jumping into action, think about that statement. When you really feel good about something, that's when you know. That's when you know that is not just an inspired moment, but that's when you're feeling that alignment. But I was going to share with you something towards the end with my final message along that. All right. So the next card that we have here, and this is definitely not something that we had last week. I am learning to allow well-being in. I am learning to allow well-being in. So the art of allowing is, I am that which I am, and I am pleased and joyful in it. And you are that which you are. And while you are different from that which I am, I can allow that, for it is also good. So, this is really all about accepting things physically as you are in this current state. Maybe somebody else is doing something that you don't like, but you're accepting that as it is, right? That's basically what this is. Accepting things for as they are in this current state right now, and that's how things happen. That is how we get from point A to point B. Taking things one day at a time. The theme for this video, for this live session, is slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, let's get the next card. All right. My creative power lies in this moment. My creative power lies within this moment, right here, right now. This is where it starts. There is no end there, you can always have a beginning. You can always restart all over again. But this is where it starts right here. Maybe when you leave this live session, and maybe when you go off of here, but it starts with your family, and it starts with you. So whether you are thinking about something happening now, or something that happened in your past, or something you would like to have happen in your future, you are doing the thinking now, and it is this present thought vibration that the law of attraction is responding to. Therefore, your power to create is now. So the time is now. There is no waiting. There is no hesitation. There is no stopping the law of attraction. There is no putting a pause on it because I'm not ready for this right now. No, that's not how it works. But if you start feeding energy or you start thinking about things that have happened, or that you did not like, make sure that you start thinking about things that you do like, or things that you always wanted to happen in general, because that's where things can really occur. Especially when you start talking about things that you do want. And a lot of times people are venting, and they feel upset. It's okay to feel a certain way, but that's it. Be done with it, right? You don't have to keep reliving it, because then you're just going to keep putting that in your vibration, and you don't need that. All right. So the next card is, I am not here to create sameness. I'm not here to create sameness. I am not the same as you. I'm not the same as you. I'm not the same as you. I'm not the same as you. You see this, you see all these white birds, and then you see this red bird here. Each and every one of you, especially in this live, I think I said this last week, but each and every one of you is a unique individual. Each of you have different gifts and have different things about you that are incredible. So there are as many different worlds as there are perceivers, beings, or individuals. You are not here to create one world where everyone is the same, wanting and getting the same. You are here to be that which you want to be while you allow all others to be that which they want to be. So everybody's going to have their own inputs, and everyone's going to say their own inputs about that. And people are going to, a lot of times kids go through a lot of changes, especially when they, go through adolescency, right? And they try to discover who they are, and their parents try to tell them, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. They try to control that, when instead we should be instilling in our children and our children's children that it's okay to be unique and it is okay to be different. Because if you were the same as everybody else, then what is the whole point of being here? All right. So the next card that we have here is I am not in competition for well-being. I really I really like this card because the moon is right there and you have all those stars there and you have that one person looking up. Actually, it almost looks like the sun setting, but I think that's like a pink moon. But I am not in competition for well-being. Competition can serve you if it stimulates your desire, but it can be a disadvantage if if it hampers your belief in succeeding. In this unlimited universe, there is no need to compete for well-being, for your resources are unlimited. You may perceive a shortage, but it would be of your own making. So this is an incredible statement right now. If you are perceiving any type of shortage, it is all an illusion, just like that Eight of Swords. All right? Just like that Eight of Swords. You create everything around you. All you have to do is sit there and go, I'm a creator of my own reality. I can create my world around me. I like that. That kind of rhymes. I like that. I really like that, actually. All right. So moving right along, because I'm really anxious for my message. Actually, I'm really anxious for it. So here we go. Next card we have my every relationship can now feel better. My every relationship can now feel better. So my intending, as you are moving into a segment of relationships, to focus upon your points of harmony, to give your great attention not to what you are disagreeing about, but to things you agree upon. That is the resolution in all relationships. For when you focus on what you do not like, by the law of attraction, you solicit more of what you do not want. So when you focus on the things that you do not want, that is what the universe will bring back to you. Hey, cats. Bubsy. Bubsy, did you lose somebody? I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry that you're grieving. So the next card, and I hope tonight's reading will help you. Tonight's session will help you and assist you. Um, so the next card that we have is I am a magnet attracting onto myself. I'm a magnet attracting onto myself. So, without exception, what you give thought to, wanted or unwanted, like we just talked about, you begin to invite into your experience. See yourself as a magnet, attracting onto you the essence of whatever you are thinking and feeling. For example, if you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. It defies the law. So, I really hate to say this. And, with that last statement, it says, for example, if you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. If you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. So if you are instilling the vibration of feeling poor, thanks, Nancy, for that $4.99. Greatly appreciate you. If you are feeling in the vibration or you are feeling poor, and you are recognizing that state, you cannot attract prosperity because that is what you are feeling. That is what you are thinking. That is what you are putting into yourself. You're kind of feeling that, and it's going to exist around you. You cannot attract any type of financial abundance. All right. So, with that being said, I really hope a lot of you have enjoyed tonight's session, because I really do love coming live, being live. It's really fantastic. Okay, so I really wanted to leave you guys with something to better assist you if you are feeling as if you hit obstacles, or you feel as if one of the cards that came up was what is it? Thanks, Shell, for staying awake. I appreciate you. So if you find yourself feeling in a state where you have any type of obstacles, or you feel as if nothing seems to be working at this present moment, all right? Tonight's final message, as I always meditate, close my eyes and imagine what everyone would like to hear. But when you are feeling as if nothing is working, what do? Think about that. Have that in your mind. When nothing is working, what do? How do you move forward? And how do you get yourself in a place of relaxation? So occasionally, Aura does like to go for pedicures. However, can't go for pedicures every single time we come into this state of feeling as if there's obstacles. However, Aura does love nature, and we love to listen to the sounds in nature, and we love to listen to all the bugs flying. And today earlier, I had the chance to go on this amazing nature trail earlier with my dog Benny, my golden retriever Benny. But earlier, I had a dragonfly land on me, and he sat there. He literally sat right next to me while I was writing, and Aura just sat back and smiled, because I'm just like, this is beautiful. And, the entire week, Aura has actually been a little bit stressed out, a little bit, feeling blocked here and there. But whenever Aura goes for her walks in nature, she just feels entirely better. Just, you know, absolutely wonderful. But, as I was sitting there, a dragonfly flew by Aura and then landed near her leg. And then he even got on my foot. And he stayed right by her as she continued to write, and she continued to sit on the bench and, write about her Twin Flame podcast. And, you know, Aura got really excited because Aura really enjoys these things, and dragonflies are really, really powerful spiritual animals. Maybe some of you don't realize that, but Aura does. So Aura got really excited, and we smiled because Aura just felt blessed in that moment. But Aura also said, "Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this magnificent? But isn't this wonderful too? This can't get any better than this, can it?" Hey, Misfit. So, but as she sat there and admired the dragonfly that flew on her, landed right on her, and not just the dragonfly, she even heard bullfrogs because she was sitting right by a pond, and listening to the bullfrogs call each other and things, and also other creatures kind of jumping into the pond as well. But as Aura was sitting there and in this presence of all these beautiful sounds, it was almost as if Aura found herself in one place that she hasn't been all week long. But it was also a place where it helped Aura get back into alignment. It helped Aura get back into a flow. So, whenever you are feeling any type of blockage, obstacles, you just need to find that one place that can help you get back into the flow again. And it doesn't matter what it is, and it doesn't matter what you have to do to get there, just as long as you don't have to kill anybody, okay? Because Aura does not really do well with that, okay? No. But it doesn't matter what you have to do to get to that place. That's all you really need to get to get back into that flow of things. But once you master that, once you master getting past those obstacles and getting past feeling in a state of frustration or feeling in a state of panic, you can definitely master just about anything. And you can definitely manifest just about anything. Because we can't help how we feel a lot of times. We can't really help that. But we can control ourselves. So, as long as you get into that state, that one place, that is what will help you get past everything else. So, that was Aura's final message. And I really hope that tonight helped a lot of you, especially Bubsy. I know Bubsy is having a little bit of a rough time. So I really hoped that tonight's session helped you in some way, shape, or form. Also, I'm still promoting my Twin Flame podcast. It's called Infinite Union. Please go check it out if you are on the Twin Flame journey. I definitely highly encourage it. But this concludes tonight's evening and evening collective messages. I hope that everyone enjoyed this live session. I will see you guys all next week. because you guys are absolutely, absolutely fabulous. But I hope each and every one of you will take care, okay? And have a great, safe weekend. I will see you guys all next week. Until next time. Bye, you guys.